Daniel Ricciardo's time at McLaren is going to be coming to an end a year earlier than planned. He's in talks with McLaren about ending his contract. McLaren's going to have to pay him out to get out of that contract a year early. It was meant to end at the end of 2023. Ricciardo's going to be finishing that, it looks like, by the end of this year and replaced by Oscar Piastri. Now, that's pending a trip to the FIA's contract recognition board. Alpine believes Piastri's still their driver, but as we saw this week, Piastri has no intention of driving for Alpine. It seems like McLaren have pulled their rug from under Alpine's feet and signed the Australian driver, who's Formula 2 champion, right under their noses. I mean, Alpine have invested so much money in Piastri's career at this point. It's kind of baffling to think that this is the way it's gone. For Ricciardo, it seems like the most logical place for him to go is going to be going to Alpine. Now, there's a couple of options on the table for him. One of the most obvious ones was him to get a full payout from McLaren, sit out 2023 and come back in 2024. But Ricciardo and his team think in the modern era of Formula One, when there's so many young talents around and so many teams who have young drivers, attached to them in various ways, very, very difficult to come back from a sabbatical. Fernando Alonso managed it, but not many drivers carry the same gravitas in terms of their name and their reputation as Fernando Alonso. So that was seen as a big risk for Ricciardo. And I think if he does go to Alpine, the obvious appealing part of that will be that he'll get to race the McLarens next year. When that team was known as Renault is when Daniel Ricciardo drove there. And in 2020, he actually drove really well. He was one of the best performers of that season. And that form ultimately is what got him talking again to Zak Brown and to McLaren, who tried to get him originally in 2018 when he went to Renault, but finally got their man in 2021. It hasn't worked out as either party foresaw it going down when that partnership was announced. So now McLaren goes ahead with one of the youngest driver pairings we've seen in a long time. Lando Norris, who's 22 right now, with Oscar Piastri, who's 21 right now. And if Piastri's as good as everyone says he is, then that could be McLaren's long-term driver lineup for a long time, and it sure is an exciting one.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.